से जब चेहरा निकलता होगा, जुल्फ़े सरकार से जब चेहरा निकलता होगा, जुल्फ़े सरकार से जब चेहरा निकलता होगा, फिर भला कैसे कोई चाँद को तकता होगा, फिर भला कैसे कोई चाँद को तकता होगा। हलीमा तू बता, तूने तो देखा होगा, कैसे तुझसे मेरा महबूब लिपटता होगा, कैसे तुझसे मेरा महबूब लिपटता होगा। और राज चंदा के हंसी होने का अब समझा हूँ, खाक नालैन को चेहरे पे ये मलता होगा, खाक नालैन को चेहरे पे ये मलता होगा। और कितनी खुशबाख्त है तैबा की मोगलियाँ यारों, जिनमें महबूब वो सज दज के निकलता होगा, जिनमें महबूब वो सज दज के निकलता होगा, जुल्फ़े सरकार से जब चेहरा निकलता होगा, फिर भला कैसे कोई चाँद को तकता होगा।
Alhamdulillah, Shaykh Ahmad has arrived. I will request him if he can please come to the table. And as we set up and begin the program officially, if Brother Shafiq can come and do a brief introduction of the Shaykh and introduce our guest, our honor, so that everyone can understand the honor that we have. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, the creator of heaven and earth and everything that exists in between. And may His everlasting peace and blessings be upon His greatest creation and our Master Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'd just like to thank all of you. Thank you for inviting us, letting us into your mosque. Thank you for coming in the evening as well. May Allah Azza wa Jal reward you for sacrificing your time and making the effort to attend. I will just go through some basic etiquettes. Just first of all, please take out your mobile phones. These are a nuisance in the houses of Allah. Put them on silent, or even better, switch them off, but put them on silent if you don't want to switch them off, so it doesn't disturb the gathering once it starts. Also, sit in a position where you can see both screens, so you're not obstructed in any way. And also, trying to come forward. It creates barakah in the gathering. Instead of being so spread out, come forward. It was a practice of the Sahaba Ajma'in when they used to sit around the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to sit in a semicircle. So I'll just go through some basic etiquettes with you from which you will benefit immensely. One of the etiquettes is your intention. Everything revolves around your intention, and your intention should be none other than the pleasure of Allah. So now correct our intention. Also, to come with a receptive mind, with an open mind, with a mind that comes to say, please teach me, I want to learn. Also, whatever you hear, take it to yourself. Don't think it is for somebody else. Don't think it's for somebody behind you or sat next to you. Right? Take it on board for yourself. Come to learn what pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then not just listen, because we always listen and we read, but we don't apply it. Whatever you hear, whatever pleases Allah, then take that away with you. And then when you go out into the world, then apply that to yourselves. And also to learn what displeases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then to go away and then to abstain from such things that displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, when you hear the words of the Quran, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to you through the Quran. When you hear the words of a hadith, know that, imagine that you sat in the company of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imagine yourself sat in the company of the Sahaba Ajma'in. Also, if you've heard something before, the etiquettes are just to hear it as if you've never heard it before. Some of the fuqaha, they derive 500-600 masails from one single hadith. So you may have heard it, but now new light will be shed upon it. So these are some of the basic etiquettes of a gathering of ilm. Inshallah, without further ado. But before, I would just like to say, time is very limited. In the West, the developed worlds, we have a motto. They say, you've got one life, live it to the full. You were born to live. But we believe you were born to die. The moment you was born, a fuse light was lit. You just don't know how long that fuse wire is. Every time you take a breath, another breath less, another one less, another one less. You only have to visit cemeteries to know that people of every age are buried there. When you die, your soul will feel as if it's lost a kingdom. Your soul will feel like a businessman has just lost his business. And what is your business? Your business is to acquire as many good deeds as you possibly can. So before that moment arrives, make amends. And inshallah, if you sit attentively and listen, inshallah, the Shaykh's Nasiyah will inshallah hope to change your lives forever. Jazakallah khair.
درود شریف پڑھیں صلی علی النبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. أما بعد, our brother who was reciting qasaid and poetry, आप सुन रहे थे वो जो भाई अपना माशाल्लाह अल्लाह पाक उनकी आवाज़ में और बरकत दे, वो नात सुना रहे थे, दुआ पढ़ रहे थे, कसीदा पढ़ रहे थे. He was saying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, या अल्लाह, ए अल्लाह मुझसे गुनाह छुड़ा दे, मेरी बुरी आदतें छुड़ा दे. ओ अल्लाह, enable me to leave the sinful life. या अल्लाह मेरी बुरी आदतें छुड़ा दे, गुनाह छुड़ा दे. लेकिन बात यह है कि अल्लाह तो छुड़ा रहा है, बंदा नहीं छोड़ रहा. क्या आप समझते अल्लाह नहीं गुनाह छोड़ा रहा, अल्लाह चाहता है आप गुनाह करें? क्या ख्याल? अल्लाह तो छुड़ा रहा है, अल्लाह तो कह रहा है छोड़ो, मेरे नबी अलैहिस्सलाम के पीछे चलो. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to leave the sin. It's you and me who are not leaving it. Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala wants, He is commanding, La taqrabu zina. Don't even go near zina. जिना के करीब भी मत जाना. जो चीजें गुनाह के करीब लेके जाती हैं उनके तरफ भी ना जाना. नजर को भी गलत ना इस्तेमाल करना. Don't even adopt those ways which will lead you to the sin. Don't look at opposite gender. ना महरम को शहवत के साथ देखो, ना उनसे गुफ्तगू ज्यादा ना करो। तकरबुज़ ज़िना का ये मतलब है। अल्लाह तो कह रहे ना जाना करीब, अल्लाह तो चाह रहे छुड़ाओ, छोड़ो। अब छोड़ हम नहीं रहे, कह रहे अल्लाह को रहे हैं, या अल्लाह तू चढ़ा दे आते हैं। तो अल्लाह पाक तो फरमा रहा है मैं अब तुम्हें कुरान में भी हुक्म दे दिया, हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम अपने हबीब को भी भेज दिया, उसको भी इरशाद फरमाया कि इनकी आदतें छुड़ाओ, उन्होंने भी तरीका बतला दिया, अब छोड़ तुम नहीं रहे। इसीलिए सजा फिर बंदगी को मिलती है। अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला said in the Quran, इन्नल्लाह ला युग़य्यिरु, अल्लाह पाक ने फरमाया मैं तुम्हें नहीं बदलना। तुम शैतान हो तो शैतान ही रहोगे, जानी हो तो जानी ही रहोगे, शराबी हो तो शराबी ही रहोगे, जब तक तुम खुद अपने बदलने का ख्याल नहीं करोगे अंदर से। ये कुरानी आयत है, मजाक नहीं कर रहा। इन्नल्लाह ला युग़य्यिरु हत्ता युग़य्यिरु, फरमाया कि अल्लाह विल नॉट चेंज योर कंडीशन। You have involved yourself in drugs, you stay there, you die as a devil. You involved yourself in pornography, you will stay in zina. You have enveloped yourself in ghafla and heedlessness, you will stay there. You have adopted haram rizq, you are going to stay there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Inna Allah la yughayyiru. Allah will not change your condition. वो अल्लामा इकबाल का शेर भी है ना कि खुदा उनकी हालत नहीं बदलता जब तक खुद किसी कौम को अपनी खुद हालत बदलने का ख्याल ना हो। बस वो आयत से ही लिया हुआ था शेर। हम शेर तो बड़ी मुंडियां लगा लगा के सुनते हैं, मतलब समझ को नहीं। या अल्लाह तू गुनाह छोड़, हम नहीं रहे, अल्लाह को बार बार कह रहे हैं। तो अल्लाह पाक तो 1000 दफा कह रहे छोड़ दो छोड़ दो छोड़ दो छोड़ दो। तो अब ये है कि अल्लाह पाक फरमाए, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला इज सेइंग इन्नल्लाह ला युग़य्यिरु मा बिक़ौमिन हत्ता युग़य्यिरु। Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I am not going to change your condition. Listen, O person, listen, O people, I am not going to change you. Listen very carefully. Don't do drama. Ya Allah, leave me. Ya Allah, bless me. Ya Allah, enable me to leave the sin. When you yourself are committing, you yourself are not doing any effort to leave whilst you are indulging more and more into them, what type of dua is it? You are joking. That's not dua. Dua is, firstly, you put your effort, whatever Allah has given you, fully, and then you do dua. You don't say, you come to Imam Sahib, do dua, Allah give me a child. Allah give me a child. Ya Allah give me a awlad. The Imam asks you, have you married? No, I'm thinking yet. What type of dua? What type of child do you want then? When you have not adopted the means, आपने तरीका तो इख्तियार किया नहीं, निकाह तो इख्तियार किया नहीं, इमाम से दुआ करें या अल्लाह बच्चा दे बच्चा दे। बच्चा जो है वो अल्लाह पाक को अपने तरीके से सुन्नत इलाहिया है कि निकाह करोगे तो फिर दुआ करना। इमाम साहब प्लीज डू दुआ, माई बिजनेस फ्लोरिशेस। इमाम साहब दुआ करना मेरा कारोबार बड़ी बरकत हो। अच्छा कौन सा है कारोबार? वो तो अभी सोच रहा हूँ। Which business are you doing? I know I'm in the planning stage yet actually. I'm not got in business. But do dua, my business makes profit. How will the business make profit when you not started the business? So understand, there are adab, etiquettes for dua as well. The Muslim, why the Muslim condition is, everyone is saying, लोग ये कहते हैं वो पता नहीं यार मुसलमानों की हालत क्यों नीचे नीचे जा रही है, जलालत ही जलालत है, इराक में मार पड़ रही है, यहाँ मार पड़ रही है। People say, oh we don't know why the Muslims condition is going downwards. This is happening in Iraq, this is happening in Syria, this is happening in this. You tell me, is there any deficiency of du'as? क्या दुआओं की कोई कमी रह गई है? ये दुआओं की वजह से लोग जो है वो मुसलमान उम्मत नीचे चली गई है? Is it because of deficiency of du'as? Everyone in the Kaaba is doing dua. Millions of people do dua. Everyone in Masjid Nabawi, every prayer actually they do dua. Oh Allah bless the condition of the Muslim. Every Jummah is doing, people are doing dua there. Anbiya and Rusul in Barzakh, they are doing dua. Anbiya alayhi salam, they are doing dua. Sayyidina Imam Hussain did dua for the Ummah. But what did the Ummah do? Did they benefit from Sayyidina Imam Hussain? He did dua. Ya Allah give guidance to these Kufi people. Ya Allah give guidance to the Yazid. But because the Kufis and Yazid, they don't want to listen. They don't want to follow him, just want to do naras only. Ya Hussain, come, and we'll cut your head off. Now that's what they do. But at that time, we love you, like we say, Ya Rasulullah, but we are going opposite to the Prophet ﷺ instruction. When he says, follow me, we say, no, I want to follow my wife. When he says, follow me, no, my employer says this, my friend says this, my parent says this, the government says this, my brother says this, then everyone comes in between. So the Muslim people say, please do dua, please do dua. The Muslim Ummah is not suffering because of the lack of dua, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the acceptor of dua, is saying, Inna Allah la yughayyiru. I am not going to, Allah definitely does not change the condition of the people until they change themselves, not only with dua, with actions and action plans. In the Quran it comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the angels, وَيَسْتَغْفِرُونَ لِمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Even malaika are doing dua for the people on the earth. फरिश्ते भी आसमानों में दुआ कर रहे हैं, तो फिर क्यों हालत हमारी खराब है? Why is our condition going worse? Because we are not changing. If angels are doing dua, Anbiya are doing dua, Imam Hussain is doing dua, people are doing dua, Ahle Medina are doing dua, Ahle Makkah are doing dua, every prayer, every 11th Sharif is doing dua, every Milad doing dua. So why is you are going downward? Where is the defect? It is because we don't want to leave whatever we are doing. I don't want to leave zina, I don't want to leave sharab, alcohol, I don't want to leave going against the sunnah, I don't want to leave the love of dunya, the love of fame, the love of name. I just want to know Islam. Islam is very good. Sunnah is very good. I love sunnah. People, very good. But on your body, not mine. सुन्नत से बड़ी मोहब्बत है हमें हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम से, हमें उनके मदीना के कुत्तू से भी मोहब्बत है, तो उनकी सुन्नत से क्यों मोहब्बत नहीं? कहते तो ये हो जी मदीना के कुत्तू से मोहब्बत है, होनी भी चाहिए मतलब, लेकिन फिर वो कुत्तों से तो नबी अलैहिस्सलाम के जो शहर है, फिर आप अलैहिस्सलाम की जो तालीमात है, वो तो उससे भी अफजल है, अल्लाह है, सुन्नत है, तो उनसे क्यों नहीं मोहब्बत नहीं? सुन्नत इस्लाम बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन दूसरों के जिस्मों पर, दाढ़ी बहुत अच्छी लगती है, लेकिन दूसरों के चेहरों पर नहीं, मैं तो जो है ये हूँ, वो अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। तो बात ये है कि the condition is not changing because we are not changing. So how did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam change or gave message? How can you change the condition of people? What formula did the Prophet ﷺ use that if me and you, for example, today you say, brother, I've listened to so many speeches every Friday, I participate in Gyarmi Sharif, I participate in courses, but how shall I change? How can I let all these bad and evil habits and acts, let them go from my life? That's the question what you and me should be asking. हमें तो ये पूछना चाहिए कि हमें सुन के सुन हो गए हैं, सुन के सुन हो गए हैं कि भाई, पर अब ये है कि भाई मैं अपनी जिंदगी बदलूं कैसे? कि हजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने क्या तरीका बताया था कि मेरी जिंदगी के मुताबिक मेरी मोहब्बत किस तरह हासिल करनी है? You say you love Rasulullah. Rasulullah will say you don't love actually me until everything which I have brought, all your life comes under the instruction of the guidance which I have brought, the Prophet ﷺ. La yu'minu ahadukum. You are not a believer, in the Prophet ﷺ is saying, until you bring all your life, you are talking, you are walking, you are eating, you are sleeping, your way of life under the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ. You are not even a believer, a complete Kamil believer. You are saying you have love of Rasulullah. How dare you say that? People who have love of the Prophet ﷺ, they cannot be hidden. Rasulullah says small love is not enough, remember. If you love your father a little bit, good. If you love the neighbor, good. But Prophet ﷺ said, and you love me is not sufficient until you love me more than everything and everyone else. That is the difference. दूसरे सारे की मोहब्बत हो, थोड़ी मोहब्बत भी काम चल जाता है, लेकिन हुजूर अलैहिस्सलाम ने फरमाया कि वो मोमिन ही नहीं हो जब तक कि मेरी मोहब्बत सबसे ज्यादा ना हो, सबसे ज्यादा ना हो। थोड़ी मोहब्बत से काम नहीं चलेगा। अहे जी अच्छा ऐसा करो, सुन्नत पे चल लो, बहुत जो है सुन्नत की खराब। अहे नहीं, मैं बीवी नहीं मानती, बीवी कहती है मैं तलाक दे दूंगी। अच्छा, अब बीवी की मोहब्बत ज्यादा हो गई हुजूर अलैहिस्सलाम, लो फ्रेंड नहीं मानता। तो यही हुजूर अलैहिस्सलाम ला युमिनु अहदुकुम हत्ता अकूना हब्बा इलैहि min walidihi waladihi wan nas ajma'in. You can never be a believer until you love me more than everyone, including your wife, including your children, including your parents. Meaning, when they say disobey Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you stand. You say, no, I'm not going to disobey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You live or not, it's up to you. Sahaba Ikram, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu anhu, his son who was a kafir before, when he became Muslim, he said, Ya Abi, oh my father, in the battle of Badr, 3 times you came under my sword, but I let you go thinking you are father. Because he was fighting from Kuffar side, he said 3 or 2 times you came under my sword, I could have chopped your head off, but I didn't. Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala became passionate. He said, by Allah, in whose hand my life is, if you would have come once under my sword, I would have never spared you. This is love of Rasulullah. Me and you, I love, my daughter is actually not observing, not the Islamic even outline, the Islamic, you may say, basic parda or prayer. I don't have problem with her. I have beard, I have friend, but I am shopping with her. Here is my daughter who have no hijab, no haya, nothing. But Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq is saying you shouldn't accompany her. She's not following, she's up to you. There's freedom, anyone can do whatever they like in this country and in this world. But then when they want the benefits, when they want your love, then you should show that I will withdraw my love and compassion until you also show your love to me as well and protect me. Your wife is there, he's not, but okay, he says, I'm not going to cover my head, I'm going to do makeup, I'm going to wear skirt and roam around. Good and well. Say that, well, I'm not going to shopping with you then. That does not suit. That's what Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq is saying, that okay, you didn't follow the Prophet ﷺ, I would have not cared. You are my son, or you're my wife, or my daughter, or anything. Because in front of me, it is the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we are thinking, we are being smart to keep Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam happy, to keep Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani happy with Gyarvi Sharif. If the Gyarvi Sharif is from haram raised, from alcohol funds, from interest-based fund, from fraud funds, you are dishonoring Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani. He will curse you on the day of judgment that this type of evil gift you were sending me. Imagine you open the door of a Muslim and have a pork, meat of swine, on the tray, say this is gift. When you do milad or gyarvi, and if the rizq is haram, it's as though angels, you're saying to angels, present this haram to Ghaus Pak and the Prophet ﷺ. What would they think? So really, you have to think seriously that basically, okay, we are sinful people, but we can change, we have life yet. We have life yet. So I'm going to show you a way of the Prophet ﷺ, Tariqa Muhammad. It means Muhammad means Sayyidina Muhammadur Rasulullah. Tariqa means method. Tariqa, Urdu word. Tariqa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Method of the Prophet ﷺ, prophetic method, how he did tarbiyah, the basic principles he used. If you use them, inshallah, after 1 month, you will be free from many sins as well. So, see very carefully and listen very carefully and pay attention, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What I have said, that was the actual speech, now is the methodology. Okay. So if you look at this diagram, this is the life, concept of life which the Prophet ﷺ gave, which I touched upon in the Jummah khutbah slightly, but because the time was brief, and maybe I come here or not, I've come after 18 years, 17, 18 years. I went to Mexico and all the others, but maybe not here. Maybe I come or not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how long you or me are going. So, but at least I want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to witness that I delivered the message of salvation and change to you. And a message that does not change people's life, a message which is not life-changing, that message needs changing. That message needs changing, because it's no good actually telling stories and making you happy, everything is fine, everything is not fine until actually your relationship with Allah and His Messenger is fine. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made it clear to us that know your ma'rifah, know yourself, your story. As one Shaykh says, man arafa nafsa faqad arafa rabba. Firstly, you have to know yourself, then you will know Allah and His Messenger. So know yourself. What is the reality? That first of all, there was nothing in existence except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at this screen here. All these things which you are seeing, the sun, the birds, the animals, the mountains, the moon, rivers, everything. Why have Allah created these things? You and me have created? No. Why have they been created? To serve me and you. Who is the sun serving? You pay the bill for the sun? No. You fill gas into the sun? No. The sun is serving you. It is self-sufficient, it's giving you light and life. Without sun, there will be nothing on the earth existing. So the sun is doing your khidmah and it is serving you. The moon is serving you, the stars are serving you, vegetables are serving you, or you are serving the vegetables. Who eats? The animals are serving you. So all these things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created to serve you, but He created you to serve Him only. You were created not for things, not for wife, not for the sun, the moon, everything, but to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So simple formula, everything created for you, and you created for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran. وَالَّذِي سَخَّرَ لَكُم مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Everything in the heaven and the earth is made subservient, beneficial for you. You are the one who is enjoying. So after that, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created all these things, Allah azza wa jal created us in the world of spirits, the ruh, arwah. सबसे पहले अल्लाह पाक ने हमें रूहों की दुनिया में पैदा फरमाया। Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us in the world of spirits. What happened there? Wow, हुआ क्या था? People are curious what's happening in Australia, what's happening in that state, what's happening in Arabia. But what is your own story? Do you know your own story or not? If you don't know your own story and you know all the world, and on the day of judgment, angels are going to ask about you. What have you been doing, gentlemen, on the field? You say, oh, America was doing this, Australia was doing this. No question about Australia. You, Allah gave you life. How did you spend your life? Speak. If you don't speak, your organ will speak. 50,000 years day is this. No joke. So remember, firstly, it's important to know your own story. What is your story? So 4 things happened in the world of spirits. कितने वाक़यात पेश आए आलम अरवाह में? 4 वाक़यात. हमें तो ये भी नहीं पता. सारी जिंदगी खा खा के मर जाते हैं. ये भी पता भाई हुआ का हम आए कहाँ से, वहाँ किया क्या था हमने. So a person should know. MashaAllah. Then if a person will have his own knowledge, and then inshallah he will know what to do. First thing what happened was, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Inna aradna al-amana ala as-samawati wal-ard. सबसे पहले अल्लाह जल्ल मजदूहू ने फरमाया कि मैं तुम में एक अमानत, एक तोहफा देना चाहता हूँ. कौन है जो लेना चाहता है? Who wants a gift from Allah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. He asked the heavens, the earth, the mountains, the angels. Every creation was asked. हर एक को अल्लाह ने पूछा, फरिश्तों ये तोहफा है, लेना है? आसमानों लेना है? Earth, do you want it? Mountains, do you want it? Angels, do you want it? They said, Ya Allah, it looks quite dangerous. Meaning, I am explaining this. What is it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, it is very, very powerful. This amana is very, very powerful. He said, what is it, Ya Allah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, freedom of will, freedom of choice. मखलूक पूछती, या अल्लाह वो है क्या जो आप देना चाहते हैं? वो खतरनाक चीज तो नहीं है? लगा खतरनाक तो बहुत है. ये खुद मुख्तियारी और आज़ादी इख्तियार, ये ताकत मैंने किसी को नहीं दी, अब मैंने किसी को देनी है, जिसने लेनी है ले ले. But listen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to heavens and earth and everyone, if you take it and misuse it, you will be punished like no other anything has been punished. But if you take it and use it well, you will be rewarded in such a way no other creation has been rewarded. अल्लाह पाक ने फरमाया ले तो लो, लेकिन अगर इसको सही इस्तेमाल ना किया ऐसी सजा मिलेगी किसी दूसरी मखलूक को नहीं, और अगर सही इस्तेमाल किया तो ऐसी जजा है कि तुम किसी दूसरी, तुम ही मौज करोगे, तुम ही पे बादशाह हो अपनी अपनी जहानों के. आसमान तो रोने लग पड़े. The heavens started to cry. Who says this? Imam Hassan al-Basri is mentioned in the Tafsir ibn Kathir in this verse, Surah Al-Ahzab. Imam Hassan al-Basri, great scholar of Iraq, the student of Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu anhu, the one person who 90% of all of the turuq and silsilas go through him. He is a Imam Hassan, not the normal person. He said that 3 days and nights the heavens were crying with the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by just listening that they can disobey Allah. फरमाया 3 दिन आसमान और जमीन रोते रहे अल्लाह के खौफ से, सिर्फ अल्लाह की नाफरमानी का नाम ही सुन के वो रोते रहे, बोले ही कुछ नहीं. And after 3 days they said, Ya Allah, we are vast, as you can see this heavens are vast, there are stars and galaxies in us. These angels like Jibrail and Mikael who have 600 wings and one wing will cover east to west. They are living in us. But we can't bear your punishment. We can't risk. We are powerful, but when you will punish, we are nothing. So we don't want this freedom. हम आज़ादी इख्तियार नहीं लेते. हमें नहीं चाहिए ये इख्तियार और ओहदा नहीं चाहिए. हम ऐसे ही ठीक है. हम ताकि नाफरमानी करें ही ना. हम नहीं बर्दाश्त कर सकते. फरिश्तों ने भी, जिब्राइल कितना बड़ा फरिश्ता है, ताकतवर फरिश्ता है. उसने सिर्फ पर, एक छोटे से पर हिलाया तो कौम लूत की 4 लाख लोगों की बस्ती वो ऐसे उठा के जमीन वापस ले आए. जो काम हम भी करते हैं वो सारे जो कुरान में है वो अब हम अहले जमीन कर रहे हैं. So such a powerful angel which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says shadidul quwa, powerful, mighty. He said, Ya Allah, I don't want this freedom. मुझे इख्तियार की, मुझे ओहदा नहीं चाहिए. I don't want this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, okay, no want it, don't take it. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came towards the earth, asked the mountain. The mountain said, we are very powerful. Wal jibal, but we can't bear your punishment, Ya Allah. We don't want to take this. But the human being, وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانِ, he said he is fond of office and fame and name. हमें शौक, ओहदे का शौक है. मुझे सदर बनाओ, मुझे सेक्रेटरी बनाओ, मुझे ये दो, बस वही ये शौक है. पहले भी इसी तरह लेके तबाही की हुई है आपने. इसलिए रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, जो बंदा ओहदा मांगे उसको मत दो, क्योंकि अल्लाह की मदद नहीं, वो शैतान उसका साथी होगा, वो फसाद करेगा. और जिस पर जिम्मेदारी डाली जाए जबरदस्ती मशवरे से, लोग कहें कि भाई आप ही हैं, आपको दे रहे हैं, आप नहीं भी चाहते, फरमाया फिर अल्लाह की मदद होती है उस बंदे के साथ. याद रखे फॉर्मूला. Any person who will ask for a fame and name, or he has even want in his heart, I want to be president, I want to be prime minister, I want to have this, I want to have this. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever asks for any title, don't give him, because Allah's help is not with him. Who asks, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, I leave it to yourself. You ask, up to you. Any person who don't ask, but people say, you are a good man, please serve this. You are a good man, please have this. And people with mashwara consultation put responsibility, then Allah's help becomes with him and shaitan is taken away from him. तो ओहदा कभी मांगे ना, ख्वाहिश भी ना करें. क्या करेंगे? सबसे बड़ा ओहदा बंदगी है अल्लाह की, अल्लाह का बंदा बनना. So अब देखें ना, human beings took, इंसानों ने ले लिया, human beings took that power from Allah. Allah gave them. Now Allah actually said, now it's up to you, you fulfill it or not. अब अल्लाह पाक ने हमें हवाले कर दिया, अब तुम करो कोशिश बचने की और इसको पूरा करने की. Because the human beings themselves took, इंसानों ने खुद लिया, human beings themselves took. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala left them to the devil, the dunya, shaitan. It's up to you now. Use it. Understand the point which I am trying to make. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay, said, you can have. Jinnat said, we also want to have. Allah, okay, you can have it as well. So that's why there are two creations, jinn and human beings, who are responsible for freedom of will. That is why when you say, why are there wars happening, why are there people dying, it is because it's abusing the will, the freedom of will which Allah has given. Okay, this is first thing. When we took that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, innahu kana zaluman jahula, it's written there, verily the human being was unjust and ignorant. Unjust to himself, he put himself in a big problem to take this responsibility. And ignorant, he is not ignorant, he is ignorant of results, what's going to happen. So this is first assembly. Second assembly happened in the world of spirit. दूसरा वाक़या जो आलम अरवाह में पेश आया, वो कुरान कहता है, وَإِذَا أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ. Quran says, That the second thing Allah says, okay, you have taken the power, now I am going to take an oath from you. You see, when the president of a country, a prime minister of country takes responsibility, an oath is taken from him. Is it not?
Yes.
Oath is taken. Why? Because he has a heavy responsibility. And they read like this: I am going to, with my own honesty, I am going to fulfill my duties of the secretaryship or prime ministership or whatever, of the mosque or whatever. They're promising. And when they are lying on the first day, how is it going to be barakah in their government? When the government begins with lying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they know, sometimes they know very well, they are there for power, they are there for fame, they are there for name, they are there for looting money, they are not there for to serve people. Yes, there are good people as well. Both people live in the world. There are good governments, many good governments, alhamdulillah. And there are bad people as well who come to the government only to actually fill their pockets, not actually to serve people. So when they are beginning with the wrong oath, you may say, then what will be the barakah and blessing in their rule? When they are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first thing which they are doing. So when Allah gave us freedom, He took an oath from us. Look, am I not, alastu bi rabbikum? Am I not, do I not give you rizq? I have not created you, do I provide you? I give you rizq? Yeah, Ya Rabbal Alameen, qalu bala, Ya Allah, yes, you are the provider. You give us rizq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't forget. أَن تَقُولُوا يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ إِنَّا كُنَّا عَنْ هَذَا غَافِلِينَ. When you go into the world and you say on the day, I didn't know, I'm telling you, when you go into the world, don't say now, I can't earn money, I have to leave prayers, I can't read salah. People ask, Mother, my employer does not let me read salah. Well, if your employer is Razak, then worship him. If he is not, then worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If your employer is your Rabb, okay, then follow him. Pray him, whatever he says. He says clean toilets, you will be clean toilets. But the salah is such necessary thing. The Sahaba Ikram Rizwanullah Majmain fighting in the battle of Badr with their lives at risk, when their hands were being cut, their bodies were being wounded. Rasulullah himself is wounded. But even the time came of Zohar prayer, in middle of the war, they had to pray. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even you are fighting in jihad, you still have to pray on time. They said, Ya Allah, we are risking our lives. हम तो अपनी जानों को तली पे लेके आए, या अल्लाह, देने के लिए तेरे महबूब के साथ मिल के काफरों से लड़ रहे हैं और ये मार रहे हैं, अभी तो वक्त नहीं, घंटे दो बाद पढ़ लेंगे. नहीं, जंग के दौरान ही एक साथ पीछे जाके नमाज पढ़े, वो आए दूसरे, माफी नहीं है. और हम छोटी मोटी खारिश हो रही है, मूड ठीक नहीं है, सर में दर्द है, लेट हो गया, बीवी कह रही है बाद में पढ़ लेना, उसके साथ शॉपिंग में चले गए. आज सेलों पे कितने लोगों ने नमाज ज़ाया कर दी होगी. ब्लैक फ्राइडे बन गया ब्लैक फ्राइडे उसके लिए जिसने नमाज ज़ाया कर दी और जिसने मतलब किसी के साथ जुल्म किया शॉपिंग करते हुए, वो वाकई ब्लैक फ्राइडे है उसके लिए. It is a Black Friday for the person who have missed prayer while thinking, while shopping all day and all night. वहाँ रात को शॉपिंग करते रहे और सुबह की नमाज भी चलती गई. तो क्या शॉपिंग की आपने? जहन्नम. What have you bought? Hell. Be happy then. There's a lot of happiness. You get a lot of peace by displeasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Na'udhu billah. And that PlayStation, that piece of shoes, that computer, that iPad will give you peace. It can't give you peace. The peace is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why you hear after prayer we read, Allahumma anta salam. You are salam. Salam means peace. We are saying peace, the source of peace is not dunya. The source of the peace is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace is going to come from there. That car, $1 million car is not going to give peace. Just few weeks back, not